So I hope everyone can hear me here, but I've been looking and seeing these custom Husky bait Rapala fishing lures for walleye fishing on Lake Erie. And so I thought I'd make my own, so to say. So what I've done is this is very similar to what I do when I do a vehicle wrap. I'm just going to wrap these lures in my own design. So I've opened up the a basic picture of a Husky Jerk deep dive, and I create a mask around the outside using the breezy tool. I already did that prior to turning the video on. It just took me a couple seconds. Then typically what I do is I'll duplicate the layer, and then I delete the middle of one of them. And so you end up with something like this. What it also allows me to do is create another layer in between the two, and I can float designs or pictures or what have you in there. The other thing you'll see, I'll use a brush tool here just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I can kind of go like this, and it doesn't let me go outside the lines. So I can pick my color and draw that on there. So I guess my real purpose here, I'll show you a couple pictures of the ones I'm thinking about duplicating. So these are some of the ones I've seen online that people are doing, charging a fortune for it. So basically I'm going to create my own design and try it out as soon as the water gets warm. My buddy's been bugging me to do a lime green and pink one for him. So I'm going to do one for Freddie. I hate this one, by the way, but I'm going to just change things. Guess we're going to need some kind of eyeball. Probably just draw that using the ellipse tool here. He also seems to think the eyeballs need to be like very, very big. So I'll make them really big for him. nice green eye. What we're going to do, we're going to do a whole bunch of colors and try out a couple, and then hopefully hone in on the one that's the most popular for us. And so we could draw some, you know, the ones he seems to like have, oops, like a, you know, shark pattern or what kind of pattern that is, but hold on. And we can give that its own layer. So it's black to start. So we'll give it a tiger pattern. I think Fred wants it to be pink, black, and green with the white belly was his request. So I'm going to kind of mock something up here. And then what I'll do in my next video is I'll show you how I create the actual shape of the template for the cut pattern. So this is just a mock-up, and then I'll, like I said, I'll then add, excuse me, I'll then add the I'm going to make this a lot fancier. Oh, I'm going to have to taking phone calls here. So, yeah, so I'm just going to continue on and make a bunch of these of the back stripes here. This is a really kind of a traditional lure pattern, if you ask me. A lot of times they come with like a real bright green or chartreuse and orange with a black pattern. So I'm just going to try pink. I think pink could be hot. I really like pink, and we're going to see what happens very shortly. I'll be sure and make a video of us fishing too, so you can just see exactly how well it worked, you know. So all I'm doing here is duplicating these layers over and over again, so I have basically the same shape. And because of my mask, I can actually just kind of lift them up like this individually and give them the effect, like even the look that they're, you know, somewhat, you know, different in size or what have you. Get rid of that for a second. So I'm just going to kind of arrange these down the side. And then I might give them a little shadowing effect. And then Freddie wanted some green in there too, so I got to get some green in there for him. We're going to make this one a bit bigger. I'm running out of, as the back gets bigger there, I was running out of space. And then I'll duplicate some more of these. I'm sure there's 100 ways to do this, but it's the way I do it. And a couple more. Oh, good. I think that'll be enough. So what we're going to do is just get rid of this one completely. So what we're going to do now is kind of space them out a bit. What's this one? What a lot of these guys have been doing is I guess they've been using airbrushes to customize these. So a lot of them are airbrush techniques, what have you. Let me see if I got something that might give a nice blurry streak down the side. Oh yeah. Okay, so pick a new color for that one. Some green, we'll do it to match. And what I'm hoping, is to put a big green mark down the side. If I can do it kind of smooth, we'll see. Well, it's pretty great. Okay, let's give it a little. You adjust the. Here we go. Adjust this just a little bit. Get the flow back a bit too. Yeah, baby. I mean, this is the kind of effect that they've been giving theirs on that I've seen, but I actually kind of don't like that. Kind of small. Let's see what it looks like when we do it like this. So I'm just using one of these little brushes over here. They're like a sponge or something like that. They're all a little different, so you got to adjust the diameter. I don't really like that one either. Something real messy like that, maybe. A lot bigger. Oh, baby. I like where this is looking. Maybe not. Try to do this with a nice smooth touch. It's not as easy as it looks with a mouse. I should maybe move on up in the world and get a tablet or something. Okay, I kind of like this effect, and for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to do it. I'm not in love with it yet, but you can get the idea of just what we're trying to accomplish here. So what we're also going to do now is I'm going to just link all these, merge them all. Which kind of isn't a great idea, but just because for editability later, it's just going to make things a little more difficult. But this is just for the sake of for the video, so it's not going to matter. The other thing that these have is like there's like a gill in this area. So we're just going to draw that on with a marker. I think it kind of looked like this. Oops. Black. It's my first see this gill kind of coming like. There could have been a couple little things. It's super smooth at all. It's kind of rough. I'm going to try this pencil and see if it's a little bit more a sharper line, less. This kind of matches the, my thing here. Give it a little jagged gill action that I like. Pretty good. Look at the outline. So there's an outline. So what I want to do with these, I'm just going to add some kind of little effect around the outside. I tend to like the outer glow is a one that I kind of like, depending on the colors and all that. I'm thinking about even making this pink again. Just to kind of normal. Yeah, there we go. A lot of noise. We got to turn the jitter and the noise down. Oh, here we go. Just turn that down. Turn that up. I don't like that. So do a little drop shadow in lime green. I think would look killer. Change the drop shadow color to match that. We're going to make it completely opaque. It should make it, I don't want it just to be on the back side here, actually. Yeah, so we could just have a little bit of a green thing like that. And one thing you can do too is you can save that profile. So if I want to apply it to the gill without grouping them together, I can just I can hit new style and it'll save as style 14 if that is my final thing. But what I'm actually going to do is add a little bit of an outline around it too in the same green color, just so they look a little more pronounced. Maybe not. Let me try to. I think the dark purple's killer, so I can't do anything without having a little bit of dark purple around the stripes. And then we'll go back to the drop shadow and we're going to adjust it like that a little bit. Not So I'm probably getting way too fussy. This probably won't even take it out in the lake, and I'll probably lose it first troll or something. So, oops. And then I'm just going to show you how I apply that. Pretty basic, but how I apply that same style. So I'm going to create a new style, and this one's going to be called 15. You can delete them as you go through. Close that. Then you go back to the gill, which I believe was number 3. Yeah, okay, so we go back to the gill. And then we can go to blending options, go to styles. And if we go to 15, it applies that same technique to there. And you know what? For what it's worth, I think we should do the same thing to the eyeball. Red 15 to there. Looks something like that. It's looking kind of cool. Okay. And then I think we just need to do a little something with this. I don't know. I don't even know what a fish's eye looks like. Kind of like that. Black too. Yeah, I don't like that. That's kind of like purple. Oh, good spell in there. So basically, that's how I would. Basically, that's how we mock up a vehicle wrap the same way as we do this lure when we're doing concepts with people, and then we take the final measurements after and determine, make the artwork fit the contours of the vehicle. Thank you.